If I were someone who testified in the Karen Reed case, and I knew that I was fibbing, if I knew that I told something that wasn't true and then had a false memory, I would be out on family leave as well. We took a poll, you voted, and I listened. We are here. Welcome everyone. I am Lady Zelda with Seeing Crime. It's August 27th of 2025. Whew. Kelly Dever. Has she been hiding in the garage? I don't know. I still can't say it. We'll have to have a contest one day, but she's the lucky winner on being read for. And quite frankly, it's very hard for me to feel sorry. This is the universe knocking her down maybe a peg. I don't know. Not up to me, no judgment. I want to know if she's being haunted. But I will tell you what would definitely be haunting me. Now the new Karen Reed dramas are coming out. There's a new one now coming out. Well, it's in production on Amazon Prime. There's books, there's this, there's that. How much do you want to bet that Kelly Dever will be in one, if not several of those? She made such an impact on all of us. She was an important witness. She told the truth initially, and yet she was nudged to do the right thing, of course. I want to see if she's haunted. I want to ask, what now? She's on family leave. There was a rumor last week that she had resigned, turned her badge and her sidearm in. That didn't happen. So now what? Now what happens? Family leave. I would be sick because this is a forever thing, especially if she is memorialized in one of these productions. Let's get started. I have the House of Zelda. I have the Gypsy Witch. No gypsy, no witch, but I've got the cat and the moon. Hey, we're halfway there. Well, that's just a little something for you to look into. And then I have the Kipper deck. Now I have some more decks here on the side, you know me. But let's take a turn. I always like to lay out the House of Zelda, and we're going to start asking some questions, and that is there regret from Kelly Dever? A plan. I think that was a plan, that she realized how much, pardon me, she realized how much that statement would impact the department, the investigation. So as it was, Brian Higgins and herself, there was a plan. There was more to discover. There were emotions that were bottled up. You see, read when you're looking at these cards. Yeah, and they're getting well used too, and I'm going to continue to use them. But sometimes things get bottled up and pushed to the back. Was Kelly Dever nudged by someone in authority to change her story? Help from the cosmic unknown. That tells me, yep, there was a change in direction. You see the little magnifying glass, the books? Somebody thought, oh boy, we need to look into this. We need to research this. We need to discover what laws that could apply, that she could back up. Help from the cosmic unknown. Well, I think there were some decisions and messages that came down from the higher ones. I'm going to say it nicely like that. You probably know what I'm wanting to say. Will she end up resigning? The truth is being hidden. Well, we know this, and she knows it too. What else does she know? What else is there that she should or needs to tell us? I think at this point she might have a burning desire, knowing that her career has been ruined. But the thing of it is, my darlings, if she comes out now and says, I really saw this, or I saw that, or she implicates somebody, well, she puts herself in harm's way, job-wise, legally, in my opinion. So they were on the hunt to seek more knowledge. How could Kelly get out of this? How could she say she had a false memory? My question is, what triggers a false memory? What triggered this false memory? I mean, how do you have a false memory if you didn't have a memory to begin with? Does that make sense? How do you have a false memory? Is it just something, could she have just got up there and thought, I dreamt it? Well, then she would have been accused of sleeping on the job. The universe knows the truth. Kelly, if you're watching. Okay, so will the truth be revealed one day? I'm going to say that is a yes. And look, dark hair, looking into things, once again doing research, thinking about it, looking into her higher self. You see, this is in a library, but there is a beautiful stained glass window, just one color. Because sometimes when you focus, you can only focus on one thing when you're learning something. But this looks like a church window, and I made it look that way because sometimes it requires your higher self, your higher thought process, your higher being. And that is exactly what she's doing. She is not only thinking about more research. I've got to tell you, let me ask it. Have the feds revisited her? Have they asked her more questions? Have they revisited her? Stolen. Let's ask it in another way. Have the feds talked to Kelly Dever again? So she's another one being haunted. Doesn't surprise me. We're going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. The next 30 days are important. I believe this because will she be named in whatever Karen and AJ have to announce? Oh, I don't know. But I think it's going to be something pretty amazing for the announcement tomorrow from the Howie Carr show. We're going to be watching that. I know you will too. Let's get the Kipper deck. False person. That's definitely Kelly. And it's very unfortunate because you see there's a person behind her in a mask, hiding the truth, hiding from the truth. There's a certain expectation now for her, and that she has. and that she will be making changes. And look there. I think the changes that she's going to be making is a move. 9, I'm going to tell you, September is going to be a month. There's the 8th, the 28th. Tomorrow is the 28th. Wow. Lots coming out on the bottom of the deck. Today is the 27th. Unexpected income of information of, but my darlings, I want you to take a really good look. Did you ever notice what is behind there in this background? It's a house. The house. In fact, let me show you just a minute what I'm talking about. There's John. Are you planning on coming over to the stream tomorrow night? Help, I'm haunted. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see this? So there was an exchange of something regarding 34 Fairview. It could have been information. It could have been, I mean, it was cold that day. The weather was weird. It could have been snow. No comments now. It could have been anything. And then they went to the police department, the occupation, and look there, number 34, right by the house. My. I'm going to leave this just like this. Bad health, out on family leave. I don't want to cover anybody up. Let's see what these have to say. My darlings, this is so much deeper. This is certainly not on the surface. This is so much deeper than what we could ever think, believe. I know that you know that. That's Bilbo playing in the background if you hear it thumping. So let's see what this gypsy witch has to tell us. Well, my darlings, I'm a cartomancer. The 10 of Spades is probably the worst card in the entire deck. Why? Well, it can mean depression, mental illness. That's not a joke. That's not funny. We don't wish that on anyone. It can also mean prison. It can mean horrible loss, as in perhaps loss of occupation, loss of job. Could even be a loss of resident. We don't wish anything like that on anyone. We only wish for them to receive what they have attracted and maybe even deserve. This rod, this little, it's actually a needle. Sewing things up together, predicts family quarrels and even a loss. The 6 of Hearts in the Cartomancy is sacrifice. There's a home there. There's a house there. John sacrificed his life. John sacrificed his life. Unpleasant future. Unpleasant future. Extra joker. Well, you know what that means, my darling. For me, as a cartomancer, that is probably, that's the worst of the 2 jokers. That is something that is hidden, and we've already seen that. The truth being hidden. Something hidden, something in a very, very bad way. Something that will come out because, my darlings, the truth has, do you know the truth vibrates on its own and it has its own DNA, so to speak? I'm going to tell it like that. Basically, you can't hold the truth back. You can try, but it filters through, and one day it comes out. One day it will come out. The 10 of Hearts with a bouquet of flowers. And you know what that means? It means extraordinary fame. Now, she has extraordinary fame for a young lady like her. She never thought this type of fame would be coming to her, did she? And now it's affected her to the point where she's out on family leave. The Ring. A disappointment when it is in this particular situation. The Queen of Hearts is a water sign. Now, I don't know. Typically, that would be Karen because she is a water sign. I don't know what Kelly Dever is. And really, it doesn't matter because I like to go by signs just as an indicator so you know who I'm talking about. But in this particular case, her fame is not doing her well. The cats foretell strife. And it says if it's near number 30, it denotes huge amounts of strife. The 8 of Hearts is a suspicious card. It's a card of suspicion. We should feel that way. And the mouse denotes loss. It denotes theft. It denotes trying to recover from a situation and loss. But the loss will be irretrievable. She's not going to be able to, I'm going to say, career-wise bounce back from this. Is she on the Brady list? We don't know. Will she be? I don't know. Are the feds still looking at her? There'll be something that comes out, my darlings. I wanted to just check in with you. And on the bottom of the deck, look what we have here. A shepherd. Yeah, Chloe always ties in some way, doesn't she? My darlings, thank you so much for being here. Again, don't miss the limited series tomorrow night. Help, I'm Haunted at 7 p.m. I'm live. We'll talk about a few things, but I'm going to tell you, in this pack of people, we have another one that is definitely haunted by the past. That's it for now, my darlings. I will see you again next time. You be well and take care. See you soon.